And we're live. Give us a few moments while we grab music, because we don't have any at the moment. Procure. um, but now, this is a good opportunity to write down stream starting soon. Let's see if we can get it all on that one little card that we had, and then get the little dog on there too. All right, so let's see what we got. Stream starting soon. That's a lot of. You can angle it. Yeah, let's try that. Stream. Starting soon. All right, there. Now we finally have something to give us, but it's gonna be quiet. So just hold up, and we'll be there. We'll have music and everything. Just stream starting soon. We're back, chat. We are back. We brought coffee for us. And music would be, I should just play something like on piano or something, right? On keyboard, just to entertain during this brief starting soon section. So we're still working on what we're working on. We've got that. Next, what do we have? All right, we have to wait for a second. Beyond that, Let's go ahead and get this out of there. This out of there. We finally have a BRB picture, something, anything to indicate that, you know, what the current holdup is. And then, so what we're doing right now, chat, is we're figuring out that, like, there's so much, so much going on, and all these little effects and things that are necessary and normal. All stuff that's been already established. You know, just got to make sure that it's all present and accounted for and everything. So we got, all right, so this is good. We left off right where we needed to start doing some inking. And we can start in the usual places. Well, we should start with the head. And that's a good thing too, because there's a lot going on there. It's still on fire, so we need fire effect. But it's moving. It's moving in the direction where there's like water. So we need to make sure that there's like some tongues of flame, things like that going on. This whole section is purely on fire, and that's why there's like steam and such. So yeah, great. It's a good. This leg seemed to be kind of immolated as well. Yeah, chat, this is to try and do this all in one pass. Come on. It's just pretty terrible. What else do we have? Yeah, we got this part inwards like so. We should probably turn on the light. This is a little bit dark. Yeah, we'll do that. Then we'll see about getting on music. How is it, chat, with just silence? Is it awful? I mean, heck, maybe I could just listen to music, bring your own music. It would solve a couple of little difficulties. Maybe that's what we'll do as this end of stream, special. We'll just have it be no music. I don't prefer channels that have zero music. I enjoy channels that do have music. I don't know how good of an experience this would be. But then again, chat, our music hasn't really brought in chatters necessarily, but we don't know how anybody has been enjoying the VODs, the YouTube videos, that sort of thing. If indeed, there is anyone that enjoys them. So we will just give this as a little experiment. We'll try this out, see how it works. We're barely on camera. Let's turn slightly. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. And we can erase some of this, maybe. It is interesting to try and, not have music though, chat. It's something new. But also, we kind of would need a topic to discuss. Although we have the topic at hand. We have this. Still, let's put something on. Give us a second. Let's do it like that. What can we find? What is this one? Oh, I see what happened. Are they on? I don't think so. Let's just do like this. Good. And then we'll go like this. I was just doing a couple things to find the music. Nah. Just a few seconds and we'll be right back into it. Yeah, see, this is something else too. It's like music tends to, or what do you call it? Slow things down a little, maybe? Who knows? That might be true. It might not be. So that's that. Let's go to this. And so we got a lot of stuff that we've already listened to. Do we want to listen to any of it again? We might. Ah, yeah, there we are. Good stuff, chat. So that looks good. We're about to start with the inking. So we need something to get us there. What can we use? What can we, oh, that's so quiet. Skip. Yeah, that'll do. And then we got a new playlist for this. And then we got a new one here. Wow, we're loading up a lot of tabs, chat. We should start paring down some of these. I don't want to get rid of this one though, chat. We'll keep it. We'll keep it for now. We'll make sure that we've got that on loop. Cool. Let's get started. First, the easy stuff is okay. We can go in there like that curve design matters to me, chat. And I think it is good as I have it. Let's go in there with it. You think it would? Such as happens. It's hard to tell. Alright, so there's that. Next, we got this. So little in terms of definition on intro topography of their outside. If you follow what I'm saying, to make sure that their outline, those chat, and that is story related. Now you should be able to see a good amount of what I'm doing right here. Now, is the head how we like it? The scar, where did they get them? I got to see where the battle damage is, chat. I need to see what part survives. The song's gonna loop. I think one single eye survives. So that's a lot. It's not one of our favorites thing. I mean, so chat, we don't like drawing hellish scenarios, but that seems to be all of our stories. I mean, well, that's stories in general, right? Like, the bigger the adversity that's been overcome, the better the story. Well, I don't know. I've known plenty of chill, easy, relaxing stories. But how come I don't make those, right? Like, come on. I do, actually. She went right for the. Oh, jeez. In fact, it's. Where is that page? I should just have it pulled up. Yeah. I almost want to draw this as a diagram. This song did its job. Thank you for that. Let's listen to this and see how that sounds. What gorgeous art. Jeez. Working in 3D models without establishing the model on paper. Can we do it? First, this section is gone. Torn out. Oh, we gotta make that louder, chat. That sounds nice. Next, this section is burned. Alright, leading to about there, and is currently being devoured by flames. Alright, next, this part has to survive. Alright, leaving just a little bit of eye right there, which would be not really there anymore at all. Cool, great. Just what I like to hear. It's awful. The shape is good enough. Do I want to curve it here? Do I want to curve it down? Yes, good. And then we got the flames. Cool. Then we'll have like little speckies and things. All right, that's foreground. It's gonna eat up a lot of the background, and that's okay, because we've established the background previously. There's that dividing wall. Do we want more wall? More? Yeah, I think we do, because that actually isn't how the wall looks. It's got a bit of grass here, and then this section. I'm nudging your chat. Sorry, but yeah. Let's say. Alright, so then we got this here, and then that there, and then good. That lifts it off from there, so we don't have to worry about that bizarre line right there. We can remove that. We can add more river. And this. Is that all right? In the heat of the moment, chat, it's double check, because if it's not working, it's like, well, I just gave it the best shot I could. So what more? You know what I mean? Like, what more would be available? There's no tangents, chat. Cool. And this part. This whole thing is like splash. With this being rock. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. We got negative bitrate chat. We're actually streaming in or something like that. Yeah, as opposed to broadcasting out. It's how bad our bitrate is right now. And then more rocks and such. It's good. There's actually like a stony section. There's like wild grass. Well, it's cultivated grass or something. And then it goes in. I don't even know. I never tried drawing this part before. This is bad. But I guess, yeah. Grass again. Curvature. Definitely makes something going on. We just got to make sure to erase what we don't need, so we don't be like, well, what is this? So with music like this, it's pretty much giving both, best of both worlds, right? The quiet and with music. Because this stuff is pretty quiet, pretty relaxing, decently. It still has that bit of menace, which I enjoy in the music, but it's good. Actually, what are we listening to? It just switched out a little bit. I don't recognize this one. So many games, chat. So many that are just, I don't know, impossible to know. To some sort of period of time that will never exist again. But it's available, and there's like concerted work to keep it into in existence. It's neat. It's a very neat thing, chat. We gotta feed our machine. Give us a second to do that. We'll tend to it. It sounds like we're working for our machine. It's just silly. You're working for your car. How are we gonna do the flame effects? We just saw something, chat, and it's annoying because no matter how great we might make something, it's never gonna look as cool as something made by someone else. So we don't get the pleasure of it, chat. Like, we could do some really cool looking fire effects, and I'll still see something that's like, you know, 6 lines and just the most basic red color, and it's like, oh, cool fire. You know. So what are we gonna do about this up here? What do we start with, chat? We start with whatever we start with. This is our bread and butter kind of pen. We know what we're doing with it. Let's go ahead and use it. But I want to take a quick moment to pour myself a cup of coffee, something. Also, this is not inking music. This is really great while we were doing what we were doing a second ago. But now that we're about to ink, we need something a bit more exciting. Let's try this. It's a beautiful background, though. And then if you enjoy coffee being poured ASMR, we're about to do that. How's yourselves out there, chat? How are you doing? So we've got some of it inked, very little. And we haven't even started penciling in that other section. It's a little more introspective than I might like. Into action. How do we do this? It's a cavity, chat. It's just a leaking ocular cavity. It's kind of cool because it's like playing off of the how do you call it, chat? The pencils. So it's like I'm not just like decorating ink over here. I'm getting into it with pencil. I'll do some light decoration for now. Just so that way I don't have a blank canvas to get into. Oh, we're so far off from the camera, chat. This is almost more just like the co-working. Category? Nah, category. So we were able to draw the aftermath of this just fine, chat. But the in-between section, where you can start to see into the caveations, to try and bury it in big words. This was a bit. It's, it's easier to draw it when it's just like a pile of ash, you know? And I mean easier as in like on me. I don't know if this would be easier, or it'd be better or worse if I did enjoy. What are we going to do here? We need to make this part like rain, but that's something for much after. We don't need to do that right now, chat. We can also start doing. We can do erase a little bit now, chat, possibly, and start inking the other face, the other machine. And I kind of like that idea. The music slowed down a little. Now, the eye and the hand and the water effect. Then and do everything else after. Our bit rate. Fantastic. That's never been that way before. We're so far off camera, chat. What do we do? Oh, it seems we kept bumping the camera. That could be it. Our hand at such tiny, minuscule proportion. How's that, chat? And then we can use one of the other pens for the metal section. How's that nice skipping going on? Is it still all, wait, what? Okay, 720. We have yet to try lowering that, chat. Is there even an option? Is there even an option for that, chat? The mask does not look like that normally. But is that okay? One thing I gotta remember though, chat, it's not curved at the bottom, it's pointed. Yeah, that automatically makes it look more like it. Do we use this one, chat? Do we use this one or not? Let's switch it. We got this one, but I don't think it writes anymore. I'm almost certain I've used it all up. And again, if I'm able to go ahead and rotate the paper, may as well. Now you might see me using this pen, chat, but guess what? It is out. All I'm doing is, unless it's just dry. But yes. This one's a goner. Not much I can do there. So this one, we got a few good lines out of it. It said farewell. So that was nice of him. Now we gotta let it go. Let's make sure we got this part correct, because this is an essential element of the design. It's a slight curve. This is an angle, and then this is at an angle, and then down. And this connects where, like here? Yeah, there about. And where's this gonna go? Say to here. That's something, champ. We've got something going. What is it focusing? It's focusing on the dolphin. Hey, let's put that back, man. That was funny. Let's just leave it. Oh, now it's focusing on this, maybe. Wow. Whatever it decides to focus on. That's pretty great. Oh yeah, now it's focusing on this clearly. I barely even see a hand in there, chat. The driplets, those would not be like the way they are. They would be flying out. Like so. May as well use this one because it's further away, so it doesn't have to be as deep and rich. Even though this part is going to be solid, a solid fill. I wonder, this doesn't sound like Fogcore. I wonder where they're getting this recording from. Yikes. That's that's something else, Chad. Unless you heard that before, we just heard that together. What a bonding moment, Chad. see how do I do this. Am I satisfied with that curve? No, I'm gonna adjust it on the fly. Yeah, like that. And then this means this one. An old school aesthetic that we just saw, chat. And that was where the bad guy was bad, like just straight up, just, you know, no remorse, no pity, not even in an, what is the word, affable or even halfway charismatic way. They're just, and it had been so long since we had seen that chat. Especially since we were not presenting it with, you know, we were just watching it for the first time. It's interesting. Because what made it interesting is just how, you know, like I said, like how old school that was. It wasn't, you know, there wasn't any playfulness whatsoever. No punches pulled, just raw villainy, which is interesting because the character, and this is what makes it interesting though, the character itself would have been a very, you could have learned to like them, you know what I mean? They're very interesting design. Everything about them, you know, seemed like if this were that sort of production, a bad villain. Chat. They were just raw, despicable, no good. You know. So yeah, that was neat. Not what we were looking for though. That was not necessarily you know, what we had in mind for our evening entertainment. And then this is actually a straight line. And then this. Let's see what the front looks like, chat. What does the front look like? Shit. Okay, yeah, I figured. Not a lot. It's got everything we pretty much need to be right there. I wonder what's gonna make. I wonder how. I wonder how this is gonna look, chat. I wonder how this is gonna look after it's all done, and the pages that were incomplete are now completed. I actually want a little bit of a curve right there. It's completed to make sure that it's correct. And same thing right here. And then you can follow that down. Connect that. Connect that there. It's a sharp angle because it's not, they're not being pulled in any way that they would want to be. This is actually more like that. That's good. This part connects there. And then that other one is like that. Yeah, how about that, chat? We want to take a nice little screen cap of that one. That's cool stuff. Let's do that now. It's really nice been having these, chat. Oh, how far behind are we? Jeez. Now we can start erasing that. Which eraser do we want to use? So all I think, chat. The character's name is Baron Ashura. I think that's the name. Because the character that we can actually remember is, so easy to remember. And yeah, while they have, the Saturday morning type cartoon villain names, no, it starts off with a bang. The dynamics, it's like, no, you viewer are robbed as well. Haha. And they don't even laugh though, because like I said, they're not affable. They're not, well, maybe they did laugh, I forget, but it doesn't matter because it's not that sort of like villainous laughter. It's no, you will not get to know this character. You will not get to see these people happy. You will enjoy what you will get to enjoy, if at all, anything, indeed. And that's it. And it's like, yeesh, yikes, okay, way to put me in the story. So yeah, it was cool, chat. Like I said, real old school. The oldest. Well, among, because it's not as old as. No, is it? Yeah, okay. It might actually be older than Orabadler. It has to be. It absolutely has to be. I think actually this one goes like this. Should I reset that? Yeah. All right, let's get in there, Chad. We got a little correction to make. We did so much ink though there, so we can't worry about it right now. Like so. What's going on with the music, Chad? This is not what we signed up for. Yeah, those are funny words. Let's go like so, and like this, I think. I almost like that better than the other one, chat. How about yourselves? How you feeling it like that? Oh, it almost reaches, Chad. It almost reaches. We'll keep the hand anyway, even if it doesn't correctly, it doesn't stretch all the way correctly. Just because, again, that rule of if a character has it, you draw it. So if they got, 5 fingers, you draw them with 5 fingers. It's looking good so far, chat. And we do need this to connect there and there. How's our bit rate? Interesting. There's a lot of... If this is burning too, chat, we'll need fire effects down here. And that's going through like that. Then the flames would be... There would be less spin on this section. But even so. Yeah, at least that's something to designate. Then we'll use this little curve here. Is that everything? Then we'll use the other pen, chat. We'll use this other pen for that part. We'll get right in that line, like so. Let's see what the hand looked like. We need like this, chat. Yeah. Oh, that's the pencil. Let's see what the next one sounds like, chat. We'll use this one, chat. Against our better judgment, possibly. So we've got this project, chat. The next project. Oh, who are we kidding? You're not getting any details by me saying like that. What can I tell you? What can I tell you? And wouldn't you rather be surprised, chat? I mean, hey, you're getting the ground floor seeds right over here of everything being created. What more can you ask for? So, to go back to Baron Ashura, I read some reviews, right? Watch guides, episode lists, all that. They all say, read the manga. At this point in time, read the manga. You'll get more out of it. On the other hand, some other ones said the manga has become, or became, an ad for the anime, which is unusual nowadays, I suppose, because the anime typically becomes an ad for the light novel. But all the same, read the manga and enjoy. Chat. There is a manga out there that we actually want to publish just to be able to present to you, to anyone, everyone. It is awesome. It is great. And we like it very, very much. It's horror. But I don't know. There's so many other great ones though. It's ancient. And I was just at the bookstore, chat. It's just over at the bookstore. And what did we see? But a bunch of really cool looking books, right? Stuff we never heard of before, don't know nothing about, and we're very interested in picking up and reading. Where is the thumb on this one? I think the pinky is here. So we'll just live draw it. Not even worry about the pencil sketches all that much. 2, 3, and 4, and then the thumb. And hopefully that does the trick on showing that there's a hand in there. And which hand? That's good. I kind of wish I didn't erase these pencils so soon. But we'll go down with it and out. Which lets us draw this like that. Yeah, it seems about right, Chad? Yeah. Cool stuff. Take a little stretch break real fast. That and the music, kind of. This is a front loader CD or playlist, I'd say, Chad. It's got a great visualizer, though. Let me see something. We're looking for... Oh, yeah, it's not one that we liked. Which one did we like, then? Did we like this one? I think we liked the very first one. Oh, what's this? What's this, Chad? We added it to our lineup of music. Which ones can we close? We gotta close something. We can close this one. I remember that one. That one's also... That one we use now and again. I think we're done with that one. Looking through music chat. Oh, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of that. That one's too pretty to close. Let's try this. How do they spell that? I was thinking it would give me a little pop out, so that way, this is a mix? I don't want a mix. I want, do we want the mix? Yeah, it's gonna be nothing but ads still, chat. I just know it. There's no, what is this? What is this? What is this? Do we try it? We've got to try it, right, chat? All right, let's get in there and take a listen. Oh, it's got a cool visuals, chat. It's got really cool visuals. Come on. And the bitrate just went through the roof. Bumped it, chat. All right, so it's got vocals. But I think we can forgive those vocals. Such a stupid word. We will happily accept those vocals, considering that it sounds pretty good. Now, I really want to do this section, chat, just because it's a lot of fun to get out of the way. On the other hand, should we wait for what's the term? What's the term? Delayed satisfaction? We delay our satisfaction. This. It's definitely eating up the lines, though, Chad. The line quality decreases as we erase the pencil. We got a clean eraser. See, that's why I'm almost certain this is not a Sakura. Or, not a Sakura. A Tombow. Because I don't remember ever having a clean a Tombow. Let me go ahead and get rid of what we got in here, just to clear that out a bit. Should be alright. That way too, we can see what we actually made. We don't want to go too far because then we'll start erasing some of the background. And we still have much other background to do. All of the background to do. don't know, the vocals come on, and then let's see what else is going on with this album. And it looks so cool though. So what's next, chat? I think now we figure out what's going on with the legs. Make sure that those look normal. Or do we take a pause to make sure that we're not ending stream at the 2-hour mark this time? Maybe not. I will take a stretch break though. Let's do a BRB dog. Let's get him on over and let's get him saying BRB. Back in a second, chat. Let's get the pen on there. So we'll have to do with the reverse back to penciling. Unless I just ink the guy. But I don't want to do that. I want to do that like. Back in a second. Enjoy the vocals, chat. Then we can go like that. It's still not going horizontal. It's too bad. Alright. In any case. So we're still penciling out that bottom section, chat. And we're still technically on the BRB, but we wanted to come in and make sure that the pencils are done for when we get back. So that goes on through there. Yeah, there's like little connecting. Yes, we had it already, chat. Let's make sure that we can get this in the horizontal position. It's not doing it automatically. that space pick up from. Eh. We'll be right back. Now that we got that penciled, we'll see you in a second. Enjoy the audio check. We've got it for the length of the break. See you in a second. we're back, chat. Well, almost back. Give us a little bit, and we'll be ready to rock in just a few more seconds. We've got good music going. We've got some pretty decent music, actually. We've got the BRB dog up, the lights in the right spot, and the legs ready for inking. But not the foot. How does the foot go? We should do that too before we really settle in. See, that's the one nice thing. I like the way this looks though, chat. I like that it's got this angle to it, but that's not how it is in the rest of the book. This goes all the way in, or I go up higher. I want to take that work. We'll just leave that up, right? Yeesh. What do we do about bitrate that's all vile? There's no real solution, right? We'll keep that there. BRB firmly in place. See in a second. I can't even see the dog though. Yeah, there we go. Can you believe that took most of a cup of coffee, Chair? At least half of a cup, a solid half. Maybe we should be like waiting for better connection or something. We can write that into chat. Bit rate's low. Bear with us. Comma. Hold on, shit. Something like that. Can we pin this? What should we write? We should combine them, right? It should be like one solid sentence. Low bit rate, comma, low bit rate. Say hi in chat. There. And let's pin that. Customize time, manually unpinned or end of stream. Cool. If the stream quality is good, whatever. All right, so there, we got something. Let's take that break. All that, right, chat? Just to work doing most of it. So no denying that. All right, enjoy the audio and the lyrics. if you can understand them. Maybe we should have like a little message that's like grabbing some food. We already just made the stream starting soon one. Now I've got the BRB. The interior is used. But if it wasn't, we just flip it around. Are you ready for coffee ASMR, chat? No dose like an overdose of caffeine. We actually do have to watch out, chat. If we take too much, we really can mess up our lines. There we are. Oh, did I just bump it again anyway? Oh, I bumped it, Jay. We can no longer need the pencil right now. We can go on in with some of those lines, chat, they look a little chalky. So let's see what this pen does. This doesn't actually connect, so let's make it like so. So chat, there was a comic series that we saw some of the newer variants of, right? Because it's a venerable series, very well regarded in its community, and long established, old, in other words, is one way to put it. But we saw some of the newer work, and we were like, and so it involves machines, mecha, of course, because that's what we're doing right now. We're talking about it, and we're drawing it, talking about it. We were like thinking a bold move, right? We were thinking that some of the art looked a little overdone, right? Like a lot of little details. What do you call that? Like cracks and battle damage and everything, right? Like just all over the machine on every single page. Now, we've since, thought about it a lot. And I've seen it done differently in other places, in other ways. And a couple of thoughts on it. One, you kind of ignore it after a while. Like, you don't really notice it. So, that's good, right? It's not overdone. So that you gotta scratch that off the list. Because it's a baked-in detail that establishes these characters as, because that's what they were. They were characters, grizzled or having, they've been places. And they're not fresh off the assembly line. So that right there is cool. Good. The next part is the series, like I said before, was well regarded. And this took time. It was the new thing at the time, and I didn't know how popular it was. It ended up being very popular within the fandom. And that's all it really needs to be. It's not like a breakout success, unlike, the movie, which were, surprisingly. But that's the funny thing. That's a long topic. All right, so the idea that something can be successful without the fans that made it possible for that thing to exist. So it exists as its own thing, and yet at the same time, the fans are also being serviced is such a visceral word. Given properties that they might enjoy, so that there's not as harsh a backlash against whatever new thing is being created for a different audience. Again, this is all stuff that through the test of time, right? So you're looking at it through lenses of it worked, therefore it was, what's the word, chat? What's the word? Redeemed. Success redeemed the intent. Which itself is a curious way of looking at things. But really, it's not a bad one necessarily, Chad, depending on what we're talking about. It is, for this instance, however, just a topic of discussion. Not going to try and be the judge over here. But I will bring it up. Because, we got to have something to talk about on our little channel as we ink. So, bringing it up. Fans now exist of a property. And guess what, chat? To talk about things that are overworked. It was the most detailed, the most overworked of all, right? Stuff that would take an eternity to try and create on paper. Especially scene by scene, image by image. And so, that kind of attention, that kind of detail. Not going to say it's everything, but you know what, Chad? It sure seems that way among certain audiences. Not to call them casual, because that's not really the case. It's just what appeals to some does not appeal to others, and vice versa. So, it's just interesting. It's about the extent of it, I would say. Yeah, here it is. This is what I was looking for. It is let's map it out. It's a bit of a donut. Like so, goes around and in. And then this part there. Good. Yeah, we knew this part. This part was normal. And this little bit. I'll bump you again, chat. Is that functional? Is that good? Are you happy with it? So anyway, after so long, after it's been popular, no longer popular, popular again, no longer popular again, over and over and on and on. What can we really say about it now? The topic of well-detailed illustrations, right? Not much. And, you always got the old standby. If it looks good, it looks good. If it sells good, it sells good. Whatever. Those are all standbys for a reason. Does that look good? The focus on the dolphin, and that's okay. Oh yeah, we can take the focus away from the dolphin. Does it go back to the dolphin? No, not really. Oh yeah, well, maybe. That looks so cool like that. All right, we got the machine. We got the machine inked, chat. We got the machine inked. This is great. Well, not entirely inked. We still have some detail work to do. And that, we shouldn't do the fill-in yet, chat. Or should we? If I touch it, it will speckle and spackle. If I touch it, though. What do we do, chat? We can mark it. We can just mark it like normal. And that way we know where to go. We could leave, so there's actually shorthand for that, chat, and it's just like this. Oh, Yeah, it's just like bumping the camera. You just put a little tiny X, and that's it. Now you know. Fill that in. Where do we go next? This back portion, this would still be. So let's go with this, and then up. And then now this one's ready for filling in if we want to and change. What's going on here? So this is like connected. And then there's like a line that goes like so. Yeah. And then what's next? We have all that interior. More flames. Yeah, we just gotta ink the character now, this one. And as much fun as it would be to go in and film, I just want to do everything else because I'm worried about speckling. I want to be able to move the paper around. The sooner we get him inked, the sooner we can start working on the background, the sooner that panel will be done. I just gotta dive in. That looks about right. This would continue to about here. Then we can follow this up like that. And that looks about right, Chad. Then the wall continues though, like so and like so, all the way to there. So that's covered. It's like something like around there. I know we'll use a ruler on it. Actually, yeah, we'll go on this a little bit. So we just now does that mean we're gonna have good energy for the rest of the stream? I'll have to find out, Chad. I'm curious to find out. I don't know if it will translate to pure, raw energy. You know what I mean? Like, when was the last time you ate literally for energy, right? Besides enjoying things like caffeine, you know. I wonder if it'll work. Because normally, we just like, all right, we just ate, we'll crawl off and rest. Which is the opposite. Exact opposite of what we want right now. I want to be like, we just ate, we feel good, we're rocking, we're erasing, we're inking, we're penciling. Now those lines, we're gonna have to redo them. Look at them, chat. Look at them. They're all, I don't know if you can see it. Well, maybe it doesn't matter. Because if the camera doesn't really notice it, then maybe the camera won't notice it later. But yeah, there's like little white specks all in there. Because we've been erasing and... So what happens, chat? What happens is this paper has a slight powder on it. I think it's meant to prevent paper jams during, the feeding process into printers, because it's printer paper. It's real cheap. Now that same powder, collects on the rollers in the printer, so you're ultimately ruining your printer doing it. I'm ultimately ruining my art by using it. And it's got its uses, but this isn't one of them. Fine art or art in any capacity, printer paper is not to be used. Why am I using it? And here's the funny part, chat. We wanted to be as close to the original of what we did for this as possible, using a lot of the same tools when feasible. We're not doing it Just we're not doing it to actually hamstring ourselves or hamper good art from being created. The other thing is chat. I'm so used to it. I'm so used to using printer paper. It's difficult for me to transition away from it. So don't let yourself fall into that trap. And try not to. Well, you probably haven't even seen it, chat, right? The terrible meme of using super expensive art supplies just to make a silly fandom drawing. Don't let such silliness, treat it. It's just a joke, all right? Just relax on it. It's not gonna be you. Don't worry. Whatever you make is gonna be fine because you're making it. I mean, heck, you know what? If you really want to, get it out of your system, recreate the meme. And now go ahead and now you're free. Create whatever else you want to create using, your expensive art supplies, because nothing you make will be as bad as that, right? You've done it. Congratulations. You reached the bottom. Now go up. I think everything's good. Are we satisfied with that one, chat? I think so. Let's just go in and ink. Which one is it? Top or bottom? Top or bottom, chat? Quick. Bottom. And we got this part over here. And then got this section. You can just pick it back up from right here. And carry this around to here. Now, is that too long, do you think, chat? It looks a little... Actually, you know what? We could probably use this line as a helper for what we're up to. Like so. We'll just repurpose that particular pencil line. And there we have it. That's something. That is something. Do we want to make it pointy though? No. We want it the way we have it. Let's try and recapture it. And then we've got it through here. And then this all we can figure out together. This probably won't like this though. Good. There. So now that one's inked. Bitrate is surprisingly great. Well, how about that, chat? Surprisingly great. So what do? Do we unpin the message? Is it even still pinned? Something unable to pin. Now we'll be going into it with the fire. Oh yeah, there it is. It's still there. And I mean, the message is still good. It still works. What next, chat? We've been in this for 30 minutes. Is that it? Really? Yeah, right. We've been in this for almost 2 hours. Let's keep going. But do we want this music, or do we want something else? Also, this line doesn't look fully established. Do it like so. The right, so which arm is it that's all like getting blistered? I gotta see. I think it's the right one. Yeah, there it is. So, but that's the left one being held. Alright, good stuff, chaps. Ooh, is our machine hot? Yeah, a little bit. We're gonna take one more quick BRB, then we'll figure out what we're gonna do from here. I think we can actually chat. This is super exciting. We can start working on the background. I never thought I would say those words, but they just came out, so yeah. We're actually halfway excited about the background. Let's get the BRB dog in place. Be right back after a quick short break. Enjoy the vocals, chat. Yeah, we already listened to this once. It's a short album. We will be playing something else in just a moment. Be back. We're back, chat. Let's get situated and back into this. We're gonna be working on, I wanna do the fire effects. I wanna figure out what's going on inside that character's torso. And I wanna get this part all lit up. I also want to check out what kind of music it was we got. This was great. Let's do the we've been listening to, because I think this is an underrated album. This was very enjoyable, very excellent. We've been listening to copy pasted the wrong one. Let's get that in there. We've been listening to by, well, you know what we're gonna do? Uploaded by, because it seems like more and more it's not the band uploading it. It is someone else. found at, and then we can do this one from the copy paste we did earlier. There's that. Give them a like, a subscribe, and a comment. We're about to comment right now. What should we even say, chat? Boom. Commented. Took all of what? 2 minutes to like, comment, and subscribe. That was great. What else can we find? We've got this loaded. Let's find out what it sounds like, chat. The visualizer's good. All right, thank you for the BRB dog. Good stuff there. Let's figure out what these flames are gonna look like, chat. The direction of movement, it's gonna whip these this way, which is like the normal direction. You know how it is when flames look, when you wave it around, they get that pattern going. Not pattern, but like gathers in on itself, I should say. I'll do it like this, maybe, just to visualize that it's something terrible is happening right there. What is it gonna look like, chat? All right, I kind of see it. Not sure about this new one, chat. It is cool. We'll leave it. Why not? Come on, let's get in there. We can do this. It's pretty good, yeah. And then, what is the outside? We have it actually already loaded. Let's find out where it is. So much of the groundwork, chat, is already done. I'm very glad for that. Yeah. A lot of the groundwork's done. A lot of the details are missing in the other pages, though. This is kind of nice, chat. From going from these being the least developed pages to being the most developed pages is fascinating to me. It's good stuff. Good. How are you holding up there, chat? Hope everybody's going good on this end of the month special stream. And we'll just give it a little bit more detailing so that when we go in and do the striations on the character, it just feeds right into it. Good. We'll turn this music down just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's how some streamers do it, man. It's terrible. Let's go. Let's turn it down 10%. So silly. The song doesn't end, man. Oh, weren't lying about that. Wow. What next, chat? This part up here. I was definitely enjoying the previous playlist. Come to think of it, chat, it definitely grew on me. I ended up enjoying it. Is this the same song? Chat. Have we been That'd be too funny because like literally it was just like the song doesn't end, the song doesn't die, and then if it's like different names, same song, that'd be funny, Chad. What a way to go! No, it's a different song. You can tell now. Fire for this one is gonna be whipped like so, because it's like trying to hold on to it, trying to consume what it's found. Spread even. Good stuff. Then we want the so through there like this, and maybe even make it wide on this side. Let's go on in, chat. Now it's funny to me because this actually looks pretty awesome. I wonder if it's because we just put in, X amount of time trying to get good at this part, really just mentally preparing ourselves to get in there and try. Unless it looks awful, chat, and we're just like, oh, it looks so good, and it's awful. These are possibilities. Not me sounding like, oh wow, chat. It's a pretty infantile way of thinking, isn't it, though? Whatever. We are trying to just chat. Even though this category doesn't call for just chatting, though. All right, that was a little dark. We can lighten it. It's gonna fade it though. But even so, let's try this. Let's pull on it and see if that doesn't do good things. Interesting. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's actually what we needed in this little section right here. Because like I said, chat, things are not going good for this character at this moment in time. And they're not going to get better. It's heartbreaking to me. Especially since, again, chat, the person that commented on their looks made me rethink who and what they were. It was 3 words, chat. It was just 3 words. And, longtime viewers to this channel will know what they were. They look nice. And again, since then, I've realized, maybe they were saying, just a nice design. But in my mind, chat, it was that the character was trying to communicate. They were trying to communicate and trying to warn. And warnings and communications, well meant, seem so often to be poorly received. I hope that's not been your experience with it, chat. I hope all your well-meant warnings and were received well and assisted in a positive manner and way. But when people are under attack, warning just seems to come out as just more chaos. In any case, let's see what we can do with that. The other part, chat. How do you warn someone non-verbally, right? That's the worst part of it all, chat. This character can't speak, and they want to try and be of some sort of assistance. And that's one interpretation, though, chat. Don't let me ruin your interpretation of this story. I want you to enjoy it under your own power. Because, hey, if this character is just pure bad, and attacking this character, and that's how you want to enjoy the story, by all means, please do. Because again, I'm right there with you, chat. That was how my interpretation of it went. Until it got reinterpreted. And I enjoyed it. I was happy with that. Don't get me wrong. So right now I'm reading the lines, chat. Give me a few moments while I interpret them in some way that can be of service to the story and the art. Okay, that's something. That is something, Sharon. No, I can't even describe this to you, chat. No, I can't even tell you. Practice, chat. This looks really cool like this, chat, because the background looks so different. I really do wonder if they shouldn't just be painted backgrounds. And that would be the next step, right? Like that would elevate everything. All right, bear with us, chat. We're taking a quick break. I guess we can put the BRB card up there, right? Nah. I mean, yeah, why not? But it's not really a break either, though. I mean, it is a break. It's just not a BRB. If this were a painted background, chat. If this were a painted background, we would be that much closer to being done with it right now. But I really do want to see how this will look fully inked. We're right there. We're right about to start the background. So there's no reason to... We're just gathering energy, I guess. I almost forgot the flames all through there, chat. We gotta get those out. 2 hours. 2 hours in, and this is what we've inked. We also corrected a lot of the pencils. Well, corrected. Hopefully this looks good. I kind of want to start penciling this part down here, chat. Because that's going to have to get done sooner or later. You know what it is, chat? It's the music. It's got us thoughtful. Not in any specific way this time, strangely enough. We need inking music, chat. We need inking music stacked. Where can we find some? What's this? Oh, this is how we found that one. Let's listen to it. Oh, no, this, the name of this album. It's just got pretty too. Is this even any good? I don't know if it sounds good, chat. I don't know. Especially considering what we just backed up out from. Ugh. I was actually enjoying just relaxing to that music. Yeah, listen to that, chat. That sounds good. What is this one? I like the way it... Alright, the song's over. That one. We shouldn't have cut it out right there, chat. That was annoying. It was so annoying to have done that. But we did it. Can't go back. What's this gonna sound like? What's this gonna sound like? Let's hit number... Ugh, is there any music in this playlist of music? I don't think there is, chat. That is too funny. I saw a comment on this one. Alright, we can close that. That playlist was garbage, but it was good for that comment though. Do we let this run? I'm not feeling it yet. Let's try something else. We get one song by this band. We're looking for a full album of them. And we get one song. Maybe that's enough. Let's hear what this sounds like, chat. Right. We need something like looking for music, right? Be right back, looking for music. It should be something that we do or have already found, but it's the we also had like the weekend looking for music for the week ahead stream, and that carried us for a good long while, except chat like opened the door to more looking for music during the week. I was like, oh, that was good, you know, what else can we find like it? So we need flames. We're forgetting the flames. We need flames. And again, some of these flames need to be partially extinguished. But that might be something that we do as an after effect using white gel pen or other means. I don't know if music's gonna start on this one anytime soon. It'd be nice if it did. Might have to just skip forward. Long tongue flame right there. Alright, that'll do for the time being. Alright, let's skip ahead because we got no music. Is that music? Does that count? Counts, which is good. Oh, chat, I'm looking through all these thumbnails. They're all just, they're starting to develop a certain theme, chat. It's annoying. We just had an idea, chat. Now we're like flabbergasted. It's like, this has never happened to us before. Nah, that's so silly to say that like that. This is a funny joke. That's all it was, chat. Alright, so, background time. We finally get to do the background now, chat. Although I really would love to just do the striations, because those, yeah, what we use for those won't get picked up and won't smear necessarily. So should we do it, chat? Should we get in there and start striating? Also, I kind of want to do this surrounding stuff. I don't want to do it as dark as I did the second time. I think the first time worked the best, especially since we're going to layer it. So let's lightly go over it and then go the other way. Let's see how that'll look. That's something. So we've actually got to set up an appointment, chat, to update our ID. So we haven't done that yet, chat. We need to. 'Cause it's all appointment only, and it's the weekend. So if you haven't done that yet either, I mean, set it for Monday maybe. Do what you can. See if you can do it. See if you can set something up online if you need to. Yeah, there's your reminder in case you got any things you got to cancel, things you got to set up that you haven't gotten to yet. Any free memberships or subscriptions. Or shoot. It's a little late for things you got to pay, right? But that too. And then if if you don't want any reminders, that kind of stuff, just forget I said anything at all. And then we'll get some of this stuff all through here, so that way when we do the striations, it's naturally built in, like, gunky stuff. It's pretty horrifying to draw this stuff on a person or character or a being of some kind, but maybe I should do it more just to get used to it. You know, Giger style, Chad. It'd be kind of awesome. I guess that's what that would be too, right, Chad? We could do that part for there. Not yet. We'll wait for a second longer. Taking a quick break, chat. Again. What it is, you know what it is, chat? It's we're like shifting gears into the next section, which is going to be the background. So that's going to be another interesting go through. I'm trying to see if this is background EP music. It might not be. Maybe we need something else. Not even 2.5 hours yet, chat. Let's see what else is out there. Or do we want to return to this? Is this? Yeah, I figured. It didn't sound real just there. How annoying, chat. Let's not listen to this one. It was really nice though. No, I'm not gonna reply to that one. What do we get? What are we gonna listen to? What are we gonna listen to? You know what? And so we can't. Oh wait, what's this? Is this real? We'll try that, and we will try. So, what do you think, chat? What do you think? Music or no music? What's been your preference so far? This is awesome so far. What do we got next? How's everything looking? We're gonna do a stretch break. Jeez, how many different kind of breaks do we get? Do we need? And why even bother taking these breaks, eh? Couldn't we just lock in, do it all? Be right back. Let's get the BRB, dog. This might be a 5-minute break. This might be a 2-second break. Who knows? Either way, we'll be right back. That's the end of the song. Oh yeah, it's gonna loop. Alright, so that was neat. There's nothing's gonna top this this thumbnail though. It's just awesome. We got the wrong one. Let's try again. There we are. Okay, we got it. What else can we listen to? Oh, here's another one. And it's got a music video. It's gonna have an ad. There's no ad, chat. Just raw music video. It's good stuff. Background time. How do we do this? We just get in there. See if it works. And if it does, great. If it doesn't, we tried. And we can make it better. I gotta wonder if this is gonna flag the mute. One of our videos got muted, chat. It really did. We don't know what song has triggered it. We think it was Malice Miser. Really think so. It might not have been though. It might have been something else. Let's see. How's this look? Yeah, it's got the little deviation. We need a ruler for this one. We're gonna start cutting right here, which means the curve had to have already started. We got a lot of moving things, Chad. Too many things that move. But we're no stranger to that happening. It happens plenty. We've dealt with it in the past. So when was the last time you watched any spooky cartoons? Which, kind of realizing, what was the spookiest cartoon before, like, the more recent run of spooky cartoons? I'm trying to see if I can remember any off the top of my head. I'm not finding any. Spooky pre-Courage. So obviously, you know, before Gravity Falls, before that's you know, before Invader Zim. Well, is Invader Zim really spooky though? But before Over the Garden Wall, I suppose it's not coming up as spooky because there's upper limit, right? There's a bar that you can't cross a certain threshold. So funny enough, I heard good things about Mystery Inc. Chat. Like they actually did a knockout story with it. So that's kind of cool. Even though I was not interested enough in it to watch it at the time, I, did read up about it a little bit. So how's the video look? Oh, I see what the video. Well, is that the whole video? No, there's other stuff going on in it. Never mind. Not a lot of other stuff. Hey, we get another. You know what? We're just gonna explore this band. Wait, no. What was that? What was that? Go back. Is it gonna show up again? Yeah. Wow, it did. And then whatever this is. Why did it stop? Okay, there it goes. All right. So we got music video. Is this the right line? Did we follow the right line? We did. So just why does it look funny? I think we want the straight line for here too. Where does it terminate? We erased it. We shouldn't have done that, but we did. I'm thinking like that. This doesn't sound much like that other music we were listening to a second ago, even though it's the same band. Let's give one more try. This sounds a little better. All right, so there's a joke, chat. It goes, what's the name of your band? And then they just show a picture of a massive bundle of sticks. Because, it's so silly. But as someone that needs to do graphic design every now and again, it's a funny joke. I liked it. That'll do. Good. May as well use the ruler while we got it. The straight edge. So I don't want to curve this. I want nice straight lines here. Where's it going to terminate? Maybe even here? What do you think, chat? That seems about right, yeah? Let's use pencil. Oh, turned you. You got turned, chat. You got turned. You got bended. Yeah, it's good, right? Seems like such a small stage, but maybe that's just because they're big. These are not small things. But will that do? Will that do ultimately? Let's try it like this. Which is why like this is like that. And this is like this. And this goes like that. So that's an interesting song. And then it's over. How are the recommendations today? How am I supposed to know this? Today is not even over yet. We should do something about darkening certain sections. Because right now it looks like it's forming an image that doesn't need to be formed. Yeah. Alright, and all we gotta do is just darken it. We are getting lost in this soundscape. We're entering into the marriage between not having music and having music. Let's see where this album leads, chat. Let's see where it goes. Let's try like this. It's interesting that this is as dark as it is. I wonder if this is a good idea, chat. Cut it down here like so. And then we should do the same here. And like this. Yeah, it's a little hard to chat over this one, chat. Apparently, this is a piece of history we're listening to. Suppose that could be the same. Same could be said for any album, but really, it's the connections that matter, right? Take that to heart. All right, that seems to fix that issue up there, at least a little. Maybe that wasn't even an issue to begin with, but I mean, we fixed it. Did we go too far into that section? We actually might have. The light sources are going to be all everywhere now. We need more background chat. We need more background done. We also need to... Do we say goodbye and then just pick this up next time? Ooh, it's tempting, chat. It's really tempting. Because we just didn't do the background next. And we got ourselves a nice CD. So, we will come back to this in just a little while. How do we send it off? We say, see you again next time. We'll write it out in chat. We're going to be ending stream. Oh, that's another little picture we could have, right? Stream ending. Stream ending soon. How do we do that? Stream ending soon. We'll see you around. Catch you again next time as we finish up this month, end of month special. All right. See you again soon. Ending stream, which is this is it, and then we'll come back and listen to more of this. We're only 6 minutes into an hour-plus long album. We finally have an album that we can sink our teeth into, chat. All right, see you again. Ending stream.